And the Cleveland Browns lose yesterday 24-19, and the Cleveland Browns are officially the bad news Browns once again yesterday. During the game you had drama, after the game you had drama. Odell Beckham Jr. was phenomenal out there. He was making superstar highlight reel plays throughout, and then Baker Mayfield, what does he do? The game was on the line. Despite a terrible game by the Browns, poor clock management, bad execution, terrible play calls, they still had a chance to steal it, and this is how it went down on a 4th and 4 play. What does Baker Mayfield do? Instead of getting the ball to the star of the game, Odell Beckham Jr., he forces it into double coverage, trying to get the ball to Jarvis Landry.
Baker Mayfield got the block from Robinson, throws broken up. It was broken up beautifully by Devontae Harris. They were going for...
Now, if you're Odell Beckham Jr., you've got to be heated right there. You saw him after the game on the sideline. He was not happy with it. He couldn't even sit next to Baker Mayfield, and I don't blame OBJ. You make that trade. He's supposed to make this offense elite, and you don't give him the ball, despite the fact that he's making circus catch after circus catch all game long. You have to find a way to get him that ball. I don't care if you force it to double or triple coverage. You got to give your best player an opportunity to make a play with the game on the line. But give Odell Beckham Jr. credit. The guy has been a consummate locker room guy thus far. Did not pop off after the game. Here's OBJ after the loss.
It's going to get 2 beat every time. Get down there, you have a chance to score 7. You only get 3. It's tough to win in the NFL when you only score 3. So something we just got to get better at. I mean, all you can do is keep chopping wood, to be honest with you. There's no other easy answer. It was a tough loss. A game that we feel like we should have won, which we didn't. And, you know, it sucks to say, but it's back to the drawing board. It's over.
And that's just the most Browns thing ever yesterday. Look, the Denver Broncos, a first-time starting quarterback in his 3rd season. Not a great game by the Broncos, yet they still beat this lowly Browns team. Break out the brown paper bags again, Browns. Your team is terrible, and they have to fire Freddie Kitchens, and they don't have to consult with Baker Mayfield at all as far as their next guy. So if you're Dorsey, if you're this Cleveland Browns brass, but Freddie Kitchens is done. What must be done eventually should be done immediately. He's completely in over his head, and Freddie Kitchens talked about the loss after the game.
I just want to win a football game. That's all I want to do. I want to show up tomorrow, watch the film, grade the film, try to get better. No, it really doesn't concern me. It's not my decision, and I've never worried about it before, and I won't worry about it now, and I won't worry about it in the future. I'll just do the best job I can do.
Now this hurts because I do like Freddie Kitchens. He's a guy, I want him to go teach me how to hunt or something, go fishing with him. But Freddie Kitchens, it's time to pack up your knives and get out of the kitchen because, hey, you're not the guy that's going to lead this football team to the promised land. And if you're going to have those personalities like Baker Mayfield, like Odell Beckham Jr., like Jarvis Landry, you need a bigger personality that can manage them because he's not the guy. Look at the Dallas Cowboys with Jimmy Johnson. You got guys that can really handle big personalities. And O.J. Simpson thinks that he knows who's the perfect fit to be the next Cleveland Browns head coach.
You know, a lot of great college coaches don't do well in the pros. Jimmy Johnson, Pete Carroll exception. But there's a guy that was a good college coach that I think was better as a pro coach, and he's right next door to you, Cleveland. His name is Jim Harbaugh, and I think he's the elixir to all of your problems. I'm just saying.
And thanks for taking a stab at that one, OJ, but I don't see Jim Harbaugh as the next Browns coach. Look, they went 1 for 5 in the red zone. They just don't have the offensive mind that they need. And then after the game, it goes from bad. Right after the game, Jermaine Whitehead, he goes to social media and he goes nuclear. He just attacks fan after fan on social media. A guy said to him, just saw 2 for 110 yards and a touchdown, F-boy. And then he responds, don't get shot at, Lil B. Can you whoop my ass? F football. Let me know when you need the address. And the fan responds, you'd probably miss. And then he goes, give me a time and a place. You suck. And then he says back to him, only if you stood 10 feet from me when you tweet that BS. And then he ends up putting out his address on social media, and he has been since cut by the Cleveland Browns, but it just shows you that that locker room is fractured. That locker room is done. This season's over for the Cleveland Browns, and I think if you're Odell Beckham Jr., I'd find a way out of Cleveland. I know it's only been half a season. I think you got to put him with a quarterback that knows how to use his skill set. If I was Odell Beckham Jr., I'd find a way to get traded to the Los Angeles Rams. If I'm a OBJ, go to the Rams. You got Jared Goff. You got Sean McVay, an offense that needs a potent receiver, and the Rams tried to trade for OBJ. I think if I was him, I see him ending up in LA. He's LA. He's Mr. Hollywood. OBJ, come to LA.